In today's AI news, we have Google's AI mode. So Google has just launched a new feature called AI mode, which is a smarter way to search online. The AI mode gives users a more detailed and personalized answers to their question. It's part of Google's move to fully upgrade how we search. Okay, so now with this AI mode, when you type a long or complex question, Google will show how many sites it's checking and give you a quick AI generated summary at the top of your search. A sidebar also gives you links to more information.
So it's a very good rollout, but there is one downside to it.
Which one?
I think very few people will now be visiting websites to go and check, maybe to look for more information.
Or you think the effect will be on websites?
Fewer clicks on websites, or even just to go and check maybe more information.
But they're also planning to launch Search Live. Like you can voice search. That's a good thing.
Voice search.
Or you can even do a video. So they cancel each
You
other.
do a video to search. Okay. That's a good one.
You can read more about that.
But I have one question.
Okay.
Do you think AI will ever get out of this information? It's just at the moment AI is just information.
At the moment it's just information.
Will we ever come to maybe get artificial intelligence that can do things?
Yeah, humanoids are coming now.
Humanoids, yeah.
But for now, let's just deal with information. Yeah. Another news. Meta is pushing Llama to AI startups.
Okay.
Yeah, it has just launched a new program called Llama for Startups to help. It's based in the US to help small US-based companies to use its Llama AI models. So the program offers direct support from Meta's AI team, and in some cases up to $6,000 a month for 6 months to help cover development costs. So to qualify, startups must be building generative AI apps. They have raised less than $10 million and have at least one developer.
Okay.
Well, that's for now that affects only US startups, but it's AI. It will roll all over the world.
So let's say they start in the US because I think they're still in testing mode. So once they establish that this model can work or it's useful, or more developers can adopt it, they can roll it to more people outside the US. Silicon Valley is the place where most developers are based. So once they roll out in Silicon Valley, slowly they'll just roll out in other areas.
Yeah.
So I think it's something to watch out.
It's something to watch out for because Llama is Ethiopian. It's also LLM.
It's also a large language model.
Yeah.
Although in my opinion, you don't have to take it, but in my opinion, I think we have done enough large language models.
But one still tops. One still carries the day.
Yeah.
We can ChatGPT.
Because we already have enough large language models.
ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini, Claude. Those are more than enough.
Yeah, so I think by now we should not develop any more of large languages. We can focus on other areas. Maybe image identification for the health sector.
But the AI in the health sector, we still need doctors.
Doctors, yeah.
Yeah, we cannot self-diagnose using AI.
But it can help you.
It can help you go here and there.
Second opinion.
Okay.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about. Okay, let's go on. Citi has introduced a new set of AI tools called Citi AI for its employees in Hong Kong.
Okay.
Yeah, the tools, they help with tasks like pulling information from company policies, summarizing documents, and drafting emails. Okay. So that move aligns with the efforts by the Hong Kong's Financial Authority to promote responsible AI use in banking. So right now it's available in Citi AI is available to around 150,000 employees across 11 countries, but mostly in the US and Singapore. But more markets are expected to open soon.
Yeah.
It's expected to roll out in more markets.
everyone should struggle and strive to ensure that they have some aspect of AI in their business, because its impacts and its benefits are priceless.
Like time saving.
Pardon?
Like time saving.
Time saving, boosting creativity, saving, even saving resources. Just resources, just resources. Okay, another thing is, if you do not make a point of trying to adopt to AI, you'll never know when it takes you out of business. At least when you try to adopt it, you'll know this can be used here, this can be used here. Maybe in 5 years down the line, you find something specific that AI can do ultimately well.
So you're trying to tell those people that are still a bit conservative about adopting AI to just be open-minded to it and instead read more about it.
Just make an effort. And just try.
Just try. Make an effort. Just accept it. So that you don't be left behind. Everybody is doing this right now.
Everyone is doing it, and it's the next step. I expected this era will be the era of blockchain and crypto, but how AI came in, I never saw that. But it is what it is. Yeah.
And lastly, artists speak out against AI images. Is creativity at risk? So, a growing number of artists are raising concerns about the impact of AI-generated images on the creative industry. An artist called Abby Overland says it's heartbreaking to see AI being used in many ways that may harm artists' careers. She warns that these tools often use real artists' work to train their systems without permission, and that threatens both copyright and livelihoods.
Another thing about AI, no one really wants to stop it.
Now, do you think creativity is at risk? Because people are generating images and selling as their own. Like people, do you think many people are going to take up AI artists instead of like human touch?
You're saying creativity is at risk. A lot of things are at risk. Very many things. You remember when banks introduced ATMs?
Yeah.
When they introduced ATMs, that was at the height of, I think, .com bubble. Do you know how many jobs the internet took? Do you know how many jobs the internet created?
Even when most countries went paperless, in terms of accounting, I don't know what, when computers came.
Yeah. So this is just that period where there's some technological disruption. Okay.
Yeah.
There's just this technological disruption where you just have to find a way of how you can survive with it. You just have to let it run its course and then try to fit in.
But do you think people value quick and cheap AI copies over authentic art? You see, when I'm talking about art, you remember like Leonardo AI? Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Do you think people prefer that one, AI-generated art, over authentic art? Because local businesses are replacing real art with AI-generated images.
This is why people love AI. Because it gives us some power.
Okay.
I will never.
What about the artists?
Just let's say for example ChatGPT. I will have to rely on an advisor to help me, to advise me on business issues. But somehow I have ChatGPT that just gives me free advice on things that I would have paid thousands of dollars to get. That information. The same thing goes for art. I would have had to pay someone maybe hundreds of dollars to generate for me to paint or create or do something with the art. But now the power is in my pocket. The power is within reach. I don't have to part way with $100 or some hundreds of dollars to create this. So it's not just the artists. It's just not the artists. It's just everyone. We just have to figure out how we are going to live with this, how we are going to adapt. So as the artists, we are aware of your grievances.
Yeah.
But let's just give some time, see how this pans out, and hopefully, I know you are too creative.
I can tell artists. I can tell them to just use AI to boost your creativity.
Just use exactly. you've taken words
Use
from
AI to boost
my brain.
effectivity. Yes, guys, don't be left behind. AI is
Yeah,
taking over. Don't be left behind. Make sure you learn things and try to adopt it
Try to
in your
adopt.
daily lives.
Try to adopt. Just try to adopt.